Hi, Hiram here. Seems like I really opened up a can of worms with this Canteen Cup Stove. People, it's either Canteen should go in it or at 0 degrees or 160 degrees. Gets lots of stories and supposed facts from some people about how this should be run. Now granted, in the last test that I did, I ran this with the Canteen cup on top of the stove at 160 degrees so it didn't go down in. But I ran 2 cups of water. So what I want to do here today is I'm going to redo the test using 1 cup of water. At one time I used to do all my tests with 1 cup, but then I got a lot of people saying they wanted 2 cups. But I think I'm going to get a poll on that sometime. I have 1 cup of water here. I have an Esbit cube that I was able to break in half. An Esbit cube weighs 14 grams. Believe it or not, I was able to get one to break in half, and each half weighs 7 grams. Didn't lose any. So I'm going to put it in the stove, standing it up. Instead of using a can or anything, I'm just using a piece of flat aluminum from a pie pan. And the first test will be with the Canteen down in. Oh, also I've been asked about how altitude makes a big difference. So I got out my trusty Garmin, and this is telling me that my altitude here is about 460 feet. Maybe I should have made a shorter bench. But anyway, let's go with 460 feet above sea level for here. Let me put the Canteen cup in. Once again, I'm going to put it in the stove. Let me light this Esbit. Okay, the Esbit is lit. 59 degrees, 58 degrees for 1 cup. And let's see where this goes. Okay, it's just the barest of flames there. 2 little points on the aluminum sheet. It's at 8 minutes 15. 8 minutes 15 seconds, and it got up to 187 degrees. One thing I didn't think to do was, okay, let me turn this around. I should have put this side to the camera. When the flames came out of the holes, they came out and up, so they didn't touch the Canteen cup. The flames just came out here and up, about here. So there was no touching of the Canteen cup anywhere else other than on the bottom of the pan. On the bottom of the Canteen cup. And that's what's left. Practically nothing. There will be some residue on the bottom of the Canteen cup, but that comes off pretty easily. Really gets wedged in there when it's been heated up. Alright, so let me try the other one and I'll be right back. Okay, here you see the flames going up the side of the pot, with the pot being, the Canteen cup being 180 degrees rotated from the stove. With this, the flames go up the side of the pot, I mean all the way up the side in 3 big spaces. So if the flame's going up the side, that means it's also heating the pot in those areas too. Okay, there I have 210, 211, 212 at 530. I have 212 degrees in 5 minutes and 30 seconds and the fire's still going. Let's see when this runs out. Then I'm going to call this at 6 minutes and 30 seconds for time to run out. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. You can see for all practical purposes, it's out. So I don't know. I think this is one of those things, those duck things, where if it quacks like a duck and looks like a duck and smells like a duck, it's a duck. I've used 2 half cubes of Esbits. They were both 7 grams. 1 cup of water, and they were both at about 60 degrees. But if I put the Canteen Cup in the stove, 0 degrees, it ran out in 8 minutes and 15 seconds and only got to 187 degrees. If I rotated the pot around and set it on the top so that there were these 3 big gaps, and I think I showed you a little bit earlier in this video, the flames coming up the side. You can see the soot here a little bit. Didn't get that with the way it was at 160, or at 0 rather. When it was down in, flames came out here, but they came away from the pot and up. They never touched the Canteen Cup. So I think, and this is just my humble opinion, that regardless of what you use for the flames, the Canteen Cup should not be set down in, but rather 180 degrees around. Now obviously it must not have gotten enough air for that half a cube to last 8 minutes and 15 seconds before versus 6 minutes and 30 seconds here. Same size cube, set up the same way, Mr. Bill's way of standing it on its short edge so that it was tall, giving you more surface to burn. So I look forward to your input on this one, your questions, remarks, helpful suggestions, and let me know what you think of the rotation of this. Thanks for watching, and watch for my buddy Max. Bye now.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds if we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you until we meet.